Before we begin, I'm going to start with the strategies and end with the insights. So I'm a very visual and also a hands-on learner, so I decided to go out to the internet and find a bunch of different pictures that represented the strategies to me instead of finding objects. So the first one right here is the strategies, and I thought, strategies, chessboard. While you're in the classroom, you have to be constantly thinking of the next move, where you're going next in your class. Wait time. When I first started as a teaching assistant, this was the hardest thing for me to do because I expected the kids to get it right away. And after this class, I've really been able to work on my wait time, so I thought of a grandfather clock and the chiming of the hours to clue me in that that's when you're waiting and they're ready to share what you just asked them. I really like moving around a classroom. I don't like it when an instructor or a teacher stands at the whiteboard and just blah, 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 blah. And when students break out into their little groups, it's fun for me as a teacher to go around to those groups and see how they're doing. And it's not only just to see how they're doing, but to engage myself into what they're thinking. So I get to participate in their learning as well. I really like the dance card and the bullseye. I started doing this with my kids once I learned this strategy because I noticed that we have some cliques forming in my classroom and all of the boys are tending to hang out, or all the talkers are hanging out, and the 3 shy boys are sitting, and the 1 girl that we have in my class is just sitting there. So I started that up, and they get to do the dance card in class now. And since I am in a CLS classroom with students with cognitive disabilities, we're doing small things like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite animal? And those kind of things. It's a lot of fun. And as a result of that, they're starting to play with each other more on the playground. I'm, like I said, very visual and tactile. So these 2 images played it up to me. So if you could bring anything into the classroom that will heighten these, it'll help your learners. I'm sorry, Michael, I'm not going around to show you all of my photos. Mental math, not only for the logic and reason aspect, but for the cultural literacy. I found that a very useful tool. As an anthropologist, I think it's important for us to share our culture with our students and have them understand the culture that they're living in through using math, which I think is a brilliant idea. And then stations, a little space station right here, represents all the little aspects of your classroom, or if you do a breakout session with the stations, and they're all going to connect with each other and relate to this mother hub right there. And then the 0 noise signals, I really enjoy using a clapping method in my class, or I'll also do a technique that I learned from a 4th grade teacher that I often work with. I do 3, 2, 1 brain alert, and the kids get into folded hand position, and we start the lesson. So for my insights, after last week I went, how am I going to do my insights in a different way than everybody else? And this is the first time I've played in front of a live audience and been taped, so let's see how it goes. I would like to share some things with you. These are just some of my insights. Engagement is key, and write down the things that you want to remember. These are just some of my insights. Pair yourself students together and you will see a difference. Thank your neighbors, tell them that you care. These are just some of my insights. Assist your shy learner and to form a small group. If you do fail, please do try again. Or remember, we as teachers take out a small sacrifice. And that's it. So some of those were changed a little bit up to fit the rhythm of the song. The last one was, of course, we take out a small sacrifice for a long-term gain. Pair your students together, and you'll see a difference. Is pair your higher learners with your lower learners to bring your lower learners up to a higher level. Thank your neighbor. I thought that was a great one that Dixie had us do that assignment where you had us write down the names. I thought that was a really good one. And then writing everything down, not only for yourself as a teacher, but for your students. Encourage note-taking, because coming from a college level down to the public K-12 level, I've noticed note-taking as a big thing, and when you get into the higher ed level, that sometimes our students really don't know how to take notes. So I think writing things down is very important. And never give up. Never give up. Always try your hardest. So that's it.